So we've been with ScholarBuys for quite some time now, for a number of years, really before I came into this role 5 or 6 years back. And ScholarBuys has been really our go-to partner for much of our software licensing at the institution.
I think the greatest advantage of working with ScholarBuys at Trinity is really just being able to leverage the discounted federation pricing that we get. We always try to get 2 or 3 quotes from different vendors, whether it be CDW or a local partner that we work with in some cases. And ScholarBuys consistently has some of the lowest pricing on software renewals or new software licenses, just because they're bringing that volume to the vendors to leverage, not just the 500 or 600 FTEs that we have at Trinity, but the thousands of FTEs that the Federation brings.
I think the biggest benefit in working with ScholarBuys as a partner is there really is no pressure. It really feels like we get to evaluate the different products and the different licensing agreements that they bring to us from the standpoint of what makes the most sense for our organization.
ScholarBuys has helped our institution with software licensing by getting us the best prices that they can through consortium pricing, and they've been very responsive to our inquiries of different vendors that we're looking to partner with.
I've had the opportunity to work with Brandon and Bob at ScholarBuys, and I think that's been the highlight. So the technology and the licensing is pretty standard, but working with individuals where I can send them emails or I can give them a call, that's been, I think, the greatest positive experience with working with ScholarBuys. They have our interest and we can contact them directly.
I think also another important thing is that vendors do send out a lot of information directly to us with regards to different changes in the entitlement programs. But given what we deal with on a day-to-day basis, a lot of that can sometimes be lost.
It's been really great to have a partner that's well aware of the challenges that we're facing and the opportunities that we have as well.
Anytime we've been curious about different technologies that offer to the vendors and on site.
I enjoy the fact that we have stable named partners, stable in the sense that these are people who are with the organization for some time, who know us, who know me, who understand our situation, who understand what connections we need in order to do what we want to do and to do it well.
Being a smaller, independent college, they make us feel like we might be a multi-million-dollar corporate, client.
I would highly recommend ScholarBuys to other institutions, and in fact have recommended them.
When I can ask questions that might seem simple, but they don't make me feel uncomfortable for asking the simple questions.
They're great at relationship building. They're great at following up on questions that we have. They're knowledgeable, they're educated, and the products and services that they bring forth, at the pricing point that they bring forth is really competitive and has really been advantageous to our university.